I'm Roberta Lipp.
I'm Deborah Lipp.
We're Basket of Kisses. We're the Lipp sisters.
And today we're going to talk about episode 6.12, Quality of Mercy.
The penultimate episode.
Good vocabulary.
No, and I just remembered something that I wanted to mention earlier. What we decided to do, what we wanted to do was do a video similar to how we've always talked about the episodes, especially before we had the blog, which is how the blog got started, which we'd call each other up and be like, oh my God, did you hear? So that's our phone acting. So, and one of the things, and it just went out of my head. So let's just keep going.
Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is Don's fetal position. Because he opens the episode, we start with Megan doesn't see him in bed, and he's in Sally's bed.
Oh, and who directed this episode?
Phil Abraham.
Right. Who created the coming up behind Don look, the Don on the Don on the couch look, and now we have the evolution, or maybe
we've never seen Don in this position before.
Or
remember, he used to be the
de-evolution,
a skydiver position, right? And now he's curled up in a ball twice at the beginning of the episode in Sally's bed, which is a little symbolic,
a little bit,
and at the end of the episode on his office couch.
And so I remembered. So, as the penultimate episode. So I keep waiting for more flashbacks, and just my prediction is that the final episode of the season is going to have a lot of flashbacks, because I think all of this ties back into
the whorehouse.
And I could be wrong, but I think there's more to learn there. And
I want to get back to the beds.
Okay, get back to the sorry.
I just thought of something, which is, he's got two daughters. Don has two daughters. He has Sally and he has Peggy. He loses Sally at his apartment, and he curls up in her bed at home. At the end of the episode, Peggy calls him a monster, and he curls up on his couch at work. He curls up for each daughter.
Wow. Yeah. I know that that there's been a lot of talk on the thread. There's going to be a lot more talk about that this was jealousy, that his reaction to the to Ted and Peggy was jealousy. But I do think it's more, I don't think there's desire in that jealousy. I think it's the losing of a daughter kind of, I mean, I don't have it as clear cut as you do, as like that's Sally, but it is definitely more family. It's more that kind of a betrayal for him, and that kind of a loss.
He's protective of her, and he's nurturing of her, and he's also super controlling of her, because he is kind of a dick.
Pretty much.
He's a Dick Whitman dick.
Yeah, well, and then we were trying to figure out too, like what was it? What was his motivation for doing what he did? Because we've never seen him sabotage.
He's never been
sneaky.
I mean, it was such a Betty Draper setting up her friend season 2 move.
Right, to call to send over the budget, right? So that's what we're like, what motivated that? And it wasn't just a dick move. It was so you were the one, you were like, oh my God.
So the question is, was he trying to humiliate them, or was he trying to protect her from him?
Which is really interesting.
I mean, I think he's been seeing himself in Ted Chaw for several seasons now, and he doesn't trust Ted's motivation because he knows what a monster he himself is.
Yeah, there's no question when she said monster. And I thought, I just thought she was really out of line with that. It's her own emotions about Ted that had her say that.
And her own emotions.
But she hit him right.
Because he's been thinking he's a monster all along. Yeah. He was sitting there on his couch going, she's right, I'm a monster, I'm a monster. That's what he was doing, he is.
But he's also, monster goes back to Whore Child. I mean, when did it start? It's always been there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He also, and this is what Melissa said, was that he stole her.
The wall.
Melissa's over there.
The wall.
Melissa's over there.
Is Melissa.
In our minds.
Oh, no.
No.
I smell a cameo.
But what Melissa said was that he stole her Cleo. Here comes Melissa.
I thought I said that. Oh, that's...
Photo bomb.
That's Melissa?
As soon as it's Frank Gleason's idea.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's that he stole her Cleo. So yeah, of course she sees monster. She sees, how dare you, you cheating motherfucker. I know I stuttered over motherfucker because I'm like, am I allowed to say that? It's my blog.
We can say whatever we want.
Because I don't stutter over that normally. So it was partly, that. How dare you sabotage us? Yeah, you do that sometimes. Did you poop? Really? Wait. Okay. Technical difficulties. And partly, fuck me.
So, I mean, really, was he protecting her or was he screwing her is what the entire internet is going to be talking about, and the Lipp sisters cannot decide.
No, there's definitely an element of all of it there, but it wasn't jealousy.
I don't think so. I don't think so one little bit.
So overall, other things about this episode.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
There was that. There was a big shout out here as we watched.
We all said that.
And I'm sure y'all said it too.
But really, you go 10, 15 minutes into this episode before we find out if he's dead or not?
Yeah, that was really weird. And then when Harry calls, and then I'm sure it's about Kenny's dead, and he's not dead. And then, okay, so Duck is a headhunter, and Kenny was hurt by bird hunters in the head. I'm just saying. I know that's Duck and bird hunter
head.
And it's nothing.
Maybe
nobody planned it. She thinks we should end. She's like, "Oh my God,
maybe we should end on that. That was the best thing ever. We can't top that."
Well, no, overall, there was a lot of horror in this episode for me, and then you.
Right.
And then it goes back to
Roberta started talking before, right after we finished watching about, wow, that was like a horror movie.
Like, I was just like this all the time. Like, I didn't want to, like, the Kenny thing and him in the office was just like the tap dancing,
and
right?
Sally
for me. It was like the blood.
And
then Sally
and sex.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like this 1968, like, biker movie, porn, frightening, rape,
movie,
gang,
Foreman,
right.
Bruce Stern.
And then, I was bracing myself when Dawn started drinking in the morning. Just all of it. I've never been so, like, upset and tense.
And so now it's a horror movie, and then I'm like, Rosemary's Baby. Right in the middle, and we always know that the subject matter of the episode gets tied into the ad campaign, and the ad campaign is a horror movie.
Right. For children's. Aspirin for helping children. It's really twisted. So this is how it happens. This is how the blog got born, except like this. We used to do it. We just talk over each other and we talk about all the ideas, and then out of this you'll get 75 blog posts over the next.
Really, because these few minutes of video is like 10 posts. Wow. So if you didn't watch the video,
75 in the new mouth,
then you're going to read 10 posts, and if you did watch the video, you should read them anyway.
Okay, so we'll see you for the finale. Those of you who are coming to the party in New York City at, what's the name of the place?
Center Bar on 9th Street.
On 9th Street. We'll see you there. Mwah! Kisses.